Good morning. Glad you're here. And as always, I want to start off by thanking God for another day and the opportunity to spend some time with you. So today, I want us to continue discovering God's view of life. And we're going to look at another life metaphor that the Bible gives us. Life on earth is a trust. Psalm 24:1, the world and all that is in it belong to the Lord. The earth and all who live on it are His. Our time on earth, our energy, our intelligence, our opportunities, relationships, and resources are all gifts from God. Gifts that He has entrusted us to care for and to manage. We are stewards of whatever God gives us. And this view, it begins with us recognizing that God is the owner of everything and everyone. Nothing we have is really ours. It is God's. He loans it to us. He allows us to use it and to enjoy it for our limited amount of time here on earth. So when God created Adam and Eve, He entrusted the care of His creation to them. He appointed them trustees of His property. Genesis 1:28, it says that God blessed them and said, "Have many children so that your descendants will live all over the earth and bring it under their control. I'm putting you in charge." So the first job that God gave humans was to manage and care for His stuff. And this has never changed. It is still part of our purpose today. Everything that we have and enjoy is to be treated as a trust that God has given us. 1 Corinthians 4:7, the Bible says, "What do you have that God hasn't given you? And if all you have is from God, why boast as though you have accomplished something on your own?" So we live in a culture that often thinks that if you don't own it, you won't take care of it. Well, as followers of Christ, we are called to a higher standard that says, because God owns it, I will take the best care of it that I can. 1 Corinthians 4:2, those who are trusted with something valuable must show they are worthy of that trust. So Jesus, He often referred to life as a trust. And He told many stories to illustrate this responsibility, such as the story of the talents, where a businessman entrusts his wealth to the care of his servants while he's away. And then when he comes back, he evaluates what each servant did with that responsibility, and then he rewards them accordingly. Matthew 25:21, the man tells one of the servants who was faithful with his responsibility, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." So this is saying that at the end of your life on earth, now you will be evaluated and then rewarded according to how well you handled what God entrusted to you. And this means that everything, even the simplest chores of daily life, have eternal implications. God promises 3 rewards in eternity if you treat everything as a trust. First, you'll be given God's affirmation. He will say, "Good job, well done." And second, you'll be given a promotion and given greater responsibility. And then third, you will be honored with a celebration. Come and share your master's happiness. Okay, to finish off this morning, I want to point out something. I want to point out that money is both a test and a trust. God uses finances to teach us to trust Him. And for many of us, money is the greatest test of all. God watches how we use money to test how trustworthy we are. In Luke 16:11, it says, "If you are untrustworthy about worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches?" So this is a very important truth. God says that there is a direct relationship between how I spend my money and the quality of my spiritual life. How I manage my worldly wealth determines how much God can trust me with spiritual blessings, with true riches. Jesus tells us in Luke 12:48, "From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked." So our one thing to chew on today, life is a test and a trust. The more God gives you, the more responsible he expects you to be. So that's my thought for today. Be sure to let me know yours in the comments, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.